Thank you for enrolling in this course. During this module, we'll explore the opportunities that are available for volunteers at major games. Please note that throughout this module, you'll be directed to Special Olympics Ontario's resource section for further information on formal position descriptions. For direct links to the pertinent information, please visit the links section of this course. If you have any questions about any of the content provided in this course, please connect with your district developer. Just as Special Olympic athletes strive to do their best in training and work towards competing at the next level, so do our coaches. Coaches are the backbone of this organization, and many view the opportunity to coach at the Provincial Games as a representative of their community, or at the National Games with Team Ontario, or at the World Games with Team Canada as an exciting and extremely rewarding opportunity. This learning module explores the various roles that volunteers fill at major games and provides insight into how interested volunteers can become engaged in these positions. Similar to our athlete advancement structure, coaches are required to have participated in the previous level of competition in order to apply to coach at our major games. Each sports season has a 4 to 5 year structure of advancement, which starts with the provincial qualifiers that are held locally. Coaches that attend these competitions are asked to apply to coach at the Provincial Games, which are held in the following year. Coaches are also asked at this point if they would like to be considered to be a coach for Team Ontario that would attend the National Games the year following the Provincial Games. An exception to this is for spring sport coaches. National Games are held 2 years after the Provincial Games. Coaches that attend the National Games as a part of Team Ontario are able to apply to attend to the World Games as a member of Team Canada. This process is handled by Special Olympics Canada. As a coach attending a major games, you may be asked to update or maintain your NCCP certification, and you'll be responsible for monitoring the training of your assigned games athlete. There are also several other volunteer roles at major games that Special Olympics volunteers, as well as individuals from the local community, can hold. Each major games is overseen by a Games Organizing Committee, often referred to as the GOC. This committee is responsible for the entire running for the games, and they oversee the recruitment and appointment for any volunteer positions associated with the games. At a Provincial Games, there are a number of ways SOO volunteers can get involved. You can volunteer to be the district team manager. This is done through your district developer. Real sport-savvy individuals that have a technical background in their sport can apply to be a sport technical consultant for the GOC. Head coach and coach assignments are handled by the coach selection committee formed for the games. Caddy and athlete assistant positions are sometimes available, and these positions are appointed by the athlete. There are a number of volunteer opportunities available for national games as well. These include the Provincial Team Manager. This volunteer works closely with the Chef de Mission, Team Ontario mission staff, sport mission staff, and coach positions can be filled by coaches that attended the Provincial Games. A golf athlete that advances to national games will in most cases be accompanied by the same caddy that attended the Provincial Games with them. Each district also has a provincial team liaison assigned to them. This volunteer does not attend the national games. It takes hundreds of volunteers to make a major game successful. The GOC spends upwards of a year recruiting and training volunteers to do everything from sit on the GOC as a position lead to staff each venue and to welcome athletes. Being a games volunteer is an excellent way for the general public to engage in Special Olympics when provincial or national games are held in their community. Individuals interested in becoming a games volunteer apply directly to the GOC and adhere to the expectations set out by the GOC as it relates to police records, minimum time commitments, and positions that are available. For the majority of games volunteers, the games could be their first contact with Special Olympics. However, SOO volunteers, and in some cases athletes, are welcome to apply to volunteer at games when it is near them. We hope that following the games that some of the first contact volunteers become regular volunteers within the community. At a provincial or national games, there are a variety of roles available for volunteers. For instance, at a sports venue, you may see the following types of volunteers: sport-specific, awards, results, medical, logistics, food, and someone organizing all of the volunteers at the venue. Volunteers also run the opening and closing ceremony, welcome the teams to the games, organize the accommodations, and liaise with the special guests and VIPs. We will now take a more in-depth look at the different positions volunteers can fill at a provincial games. As mentioned previously, volunteers that would like to apply to fill any of the following volunteer roles at the provincial games must have attended a provincial qualifier, preferably in the sport they are applying for a position in, and meet all of the stated requirements for that position. The sport technical consultant liaises between the GOC, sport officials, and head coaches for each district in the lead up to the provincial games, and on site at the venue during the games. The sport tech should expect to be in many places at once. This role is not attached to one community or district, but supports all delegations equally. Having knowledge of the sport paired with games experience is a key combination for this role. The full job description with qualifications is found at SOO's resource section. Please refer to the links section of this course. The district team manager, referred to as the DTM, ensures team members have a successful and fulfilling experience at the provincial games. This critical role oversees the administration, communication, uniforms, and transportation components for the district team. While at provincial games, the DTM works with the head coaches on the district team to ensure each sport group has what they need. They attend to situations as they arise and are the link between the GOC and the team. DTM quota is assigned based on team size. Some districts will have 2 DTMs to share the responsibilities. For a full job description with qualifications, please refer to the resource section. At provincial games, district teams have head coach and coach positions available for volunteers to apply for. Head coaches represent the district's coaches and athletes in their sport group. Large district sport teams may have a distinct head coach without athlete assignments. Head coaches are expected to work with the DTM on administrative tasks relating to their sport, attend all phone conferences and district meetings as required, travel to and from games with the team, and attend all sport-specific training and competition during the provincial games. Coaches guide their assigned athletes through the competition and support the athletes in non-sport tasks such as accommodation, meals, travel, and ceremonies. The full job description with qualifications for head coaches and coaches going to the provincial games is found at SOO's resource section. Please refer to the links section of this course. There are 2 additional positions on the district team which are only available under specific circumstances. During the summer provincial games, caddies accompany each golf athlete. The assignment of the caddy is up to the athlete. However, they should have experience and knowledge of the sport. Caddies may be utilized by the district's team to help other athletes both during travel and while at the games. Some athletes require assistance carrying out daily living activities. As per our athlete assistant policy, those athletes that qualify for an athlete assistant can choose to apply to have one attend the games with them. Once an athlete has been approved to have an athlete assistant attend the games with them, they are able to select their own assistant. The individual that accompanies the athlete to games will be considered the athlete's one-on-one support person and will not have any other duties assigned to them while attending the games. The caddy position description, along with the athlete assistant policy, can be found in the resource section. All volunteers and athletes that attend the National Games from Ontario are members of Team Ontario. We will now look at what volunteer positions are available on Team Ontario. Volunteers that wish to apply for a Team Ontario position must have attended the preceding provincial games, must be in good standing with their community, and must meet all stated requirements for the position they are applying for. When filling out the application to attend the provincial games, coaches are asked if they would like to be considered for a Team Ontario position. There is no separate application for Team Ontario. The provincial team manager is the right hand of the chef de mission for Team Ontario. The team manager assists with administrative tasks leading up to and while at the games, and assists the chef with any issues that come up while the team is attending the games. The role may include travel logistics, uniform ordering and distribution, facilitating team meetings or training camps, and being a liaison between the team's mission staff and the GOC. Team Ontario has typically been made up of about 250 to 375 members. Team Ontario offers several volunteer positions for mission staff at national games. Each sport is assigned a mission staff role that acts as the head coach for that sport. The sport mission staff volunteer is the liaison between the chef de mission, team manager, and their sports game coaches, training coaches, and athletes. Team Ontario also have medical mission staff. It is the role of the medical mission staff volunteers to assist with medications, consult on injuries, and ensure team wellness. The family liaison is another National Games mission staff position. The family liaison connects with the families of the attending athletes and ensures that games information pertinent for the families is shared. Other mission staff positions are added as needed if the quota is available for them. These could include fundraising, media, and transportation. The mission staff job description can be found in SOO's resource section. Team Ontario coaches ensure that all athletes have a successful and fulfilling experience at national games and perform to the best of their ability before and during the games. A coach selection committee is formed to review the application forms, provincial games endorsement forms, and to conduct interviews if necessary. There are a number of factors that are used to determine the best coaching complement for each sport, including technical training, games experience, geographical considerations, and ensuring that there is a good mix of experienced and new coaches. Team Ontario coaches form close bonds with the athletes that they support. They work with the athletes and their training coaches leading up to the games, attend all appropriate training camps, and support the athletes throughout the games experience. The Team Ontario coach job description can be found in SOO's resource section. The provincial team liaison provides logistical support to team members in their district as they prepare for national games. The PTL shares games information, distributes uniforms locally, and arranges for the team members to get where they're going. The PTL does not join Team Ontario at the games. The job description for PTL is found at SOO's resource section. Please refer to the links section of this course. This is an excellent position for a parent or other supporter to engage with the team and become familiar with SOO practices. Special Olympics Canada oversees Team Canada and is responsible for identifying athletes and coaches from the national games to make up Team Canada. All volunteers that attend the national games are encouraged to apply for a Team Canada position. Successful applicants must have received a favorable endorsement from the national games, must be in good standing with SOO, and must meet all stated requirements for the role. Volunteers are also encouraged to apply to Team Canada, which represents the country at the World Games. Team Canada positions include the chef de mission, team manager, medical mission staff, sport mission staff, head coaches, associate coaches, and additional sport roles, an example being a Nordic ski wax technician. For more information about the Special Olympics Canada National Team Program, please visit Special Olympics Canada's website. Special Olympics is included in both the Summer and Winter Canada Games. Summer Games feature our athletes in athletics and swimming, while Winter Games features our athletes in figure skating. This event brings together the best youth athletes from across the country in various sports every 2 years, alternating between summer and winter. The manager of major games works closely with all eligible athletes and coaches to determine who will represent Special Olympics Ontario at these events. Coaches selected to attend Canada Games to support RSOO athletes will work with the athletes leading up to the Games and will accompany the athletes and help them both with their competition and all other aspects of the Games. SOO volunteers and athletes that attend the Canada Games do so as integrated members of the provincial delegation. The Canada Games coach job description can be found in SOO's resource section. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about what volunteer positions are available through the Major Games pathway. If you have any questions about any of the opportunities that were discussed in this course, please connect with your district developer.